Welcome to stage 3 of the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. This is Mitch Guthrie's first outing on the rally with the Red Bull Off-Road Junior team, and it turned into a real baptism of fire. Game over for the American. He was unable to start today's stage. This third outing is sponsored by Alpha Time Toyota, just over 250 kilometres of special on the menu. Well, yesterday was part 1 of the marathon stage for the bikes and quads. When they returned to the bivouac, the factory riders had no assistance. They could only make minor repairs before locking up their machines for the night in Parc Fermé.
We get 30 minutes to check the bike over, and I just change the air filter and the brake pads, and the rest is ready to go for tomorrow.
Well, the marathon stage meant bad news for Martin Mitchek. He broke his engine yesterday and was unable to take the start today. There's been a shake-up in Rally 2 with both Mike Doherty and Bradley Cox crashing out yesterday. Mason Klein is the new class leader, the best rookie at the Dakar. He was pretty happy with today's efforts in spite of getting stuck on one dune. He continues to impress in his quest for a factory ride. It has been less than a year since Pablo Quintanilla signed for Honda, but he has been on red-hot form ever since. The Chilean is hunting a second victory with his new team after the Morocco rally last year. He was 5th today, and he's within 5 minutes of the overall leader. Skyler Howes is still riding with a sore shoulder after the crash that ended his Dakar. The American took another tumble today, but he said he was feeling much more like his old self, and the harder the rally gets, the better his body reacts. He really found his flow once he was caught by Matthias Wagner and came 3rd on the day. Just ahead of Howes was Sam Sunderland, who would have liked to have some company. He spent the entire day solo, and that can be mentally draining over these endless dunes. Sam said it was physically tough, but the bike was working very nicely indeed as he moved into the overall lead. Wagner took the stage honours. He is the reigning world champion and the defending champion here in Abu Dhabi, and he came in a minute ahead of his former teammate Sunderland. No major problems as he blasted his way through another hot stage, going 2nd overall. Tomorrow, though, isn't going to be an ideal day for opening the piste.
I was already at the first stage too much in the front. Should be the best always start in the middle, because you lose a lot of time when you open the day, but in the end it is like it is, and I just try to do my best.
Everybody on go.
Kevin Benavides also crashed today after losing his rear brakes. He drops down to 3rd overall. Ricky Brabeck currently rounds out the top 5. Abdulaziz Akhli had some adventures today, running out of fuel at one point, but he still made it 3 wins from 3 and retains his commanding lead in the quads. Onto the cars, and this morning Nasser Al-Attiyah and co welcomed Paul Willis, president of the Alpha Time Automotive Group, one of the largest dealerships in the UAE.
The Toyota products, with their brand values of quality and durability and reliability, really work well in such harsh conditions. It's great to have 31 successive years of the Abu Dhabi Challenge. I can only see it getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and that's reflected by the fact that many other people have joined to try and challenge Toyota's supremacy in this area. We're very, very proud of the strength of Toyota in this region. We are #1.
Mathieu Serradori came into this rally on the back of a fine 7th place at the Dakar, but he was only 7 kilometres into today's stage when he was halted by mechanical issues. The French privateer was forced to give up and head back to the bivouac. But this man had no problems at all. As we heard, that Toyota is all about quality, durability and reliability, and Nasser Al-Attiyah showed it as he won a second straight stage. The Qatari scooping up 5 more points in the World Rally Raid Championship, closely followed by his closest rival in that competition, Sébastien Loeb. Like Al-Attiyah, the Frenchman's no longer fighting for overall victory, but he was pleased with the day. Only one minor navigation mistake and good pace throughout. Yazid Al-Raji was sitting second overall this morning, but ran into all sorts of problems. First it was the gearbox, and then he broke down towards the end of the stage. The Saudi waving goodbye to his chances of another podium. His loss was Martin Prokop's gain. The Czech isn't using the most up-to-date version of his Ford Raptor at this rally, but he's still flying high in second place overall. This test version of Shrek is still a beast over the dunes. But nobody has been able to keep pace with Stefan Petterhansel in the RSQ e-tron. This is only the second outing for Audi's impressive new hybrid after the Dakar, but they're showing that they really mean business. Petterhansel leads by half an hour.
For me, it's not really important to win a stage. With this new project with Audi, we never won a race, so this is only the second races that we do. So if we can get a victory, it will be really great. So I will try to manage to the end.
Everybody on go.
Kuba Brzezinski is now up to third place, almost an hour and a half off the pace. But let's find out a bit more about the defending champion, Mr. Nasser Al-Attiyah.
My dream to win the new title, you know, because I am the last driver also to win the World Cup, you know. This is also something to close and to open the new history. I was from 10 years old and I drive, you know, with my father, you know. He bought for me when I was 12, small Suzuki, and I was driving, rolling, crashing, you know, and I prepare myself, and yeah, it's a nice. I learn a lot for desert, you know.
And he has certainly put that knowledge to good use. Nasser Al-Attiyah is now a 4-time winner of the Dakar. He's also won the Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge 3 times, having first discovered the rally almost 30 years ago.
It was amazing, you know, to have a long history of this race, you know, and 94 I finished 4 or 5 overhaul, and it was with a Land Rover car. I make it myself, you know, and this time I don't have also mechanic. I do myself, you know, and change the wheel during the service and just to clean the cars, and second day we are ready, you know. The dunes is not easy for everybody, but I think you need to be brave, you know. And last year we opened every day, and I tried to make a little bit difficult for the other driver, you know. But sometimes it's nice, you know, when you have big dunes and just to climb. It's one of the favorite race, you know, because it's totally different, you know, 100% of sand dune, and this is amazing, you know, how this rally still keep going with the high level, you know. My dream to win again.
Everything is still to play for in the T3s after Chaleco Lopez lost time today. The overall leader was held up by drive shaft problems early on, but he held on to his lead by just over a minute. His fellow Chilean Hernan Garces had a better day, coming third, although he is over 70 hours back overall. Cristina Gutierrez finds herself within touching distance of the lead. She came second today in spite of losing a bit of power in the engine, but she knows that it's not going to be easy to overhaul a 3-time Dakar champion.
Chaleco is very fast, so we try to overtake him the next of the days, but Chaleco is very fast also.
Seth Quintero is still very much in the mix as well. The American didn't meet any other crews today, and that meant it wasn't always easy to stay focused. But he still had his best performance of the rally, sweeping to the stage victory. 1 minute and 12 seconds separating Lopez and Gutierrez. Quintero 10 minutes and 43 back in third. In the SSVs, things didn't go to plan today for Rokas Baciuska. A broken drive shaft and a bent rear arm cost the Lithuanian over half an hour. He slips down to third overall. Marek Goksal dropped around 11 minutes to the stage winner, but he still has a solid lead at the top of the overall standings. The Pole is just looking to avoid any mishaps as he closes on overall victory. It's now Goksal leading Goksal at the top of the standings after Michal enjoyed his best run of this Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. He moves ahead of Baciuska, but he missed out on the stage victory by just 10 seconds. Austin Jones snatching the win by the narrowest of margins. The American is well out of contention overall, but he's happy to be getting more miles under his belt and picking up points in the World Championship.
Pushed a little bit harder today, you know, just because we obviously on the first day had that issue, so we're kind of out, but really still wanted to get here and try to win a stage at least.
Poland currently occupy 3 of the top 4 places overall, even if Małgorzata Golda is a long way back. The Goksal's on course for a 1-2. Well, Case Colan was unchallenged as he took victory in the trucks. Martin Maciek and his crew didn't take the start because they couldn't fix a gearbox, so another win and more World Championship points for the Dutchman. Things are really hotting up in the World Rally Raid Championship as we head into the final stages of round 2. Matthias Wagner is right up there in the bikes, though he has to set off first tomorrow. Meanwhile, Nasser Al-Attiyah is just chipping away day by day.
Today was a good run, you know, and we need to win every stage to collect maximum point, you know. To win yesterday and today, it's really nice, and we'll see tomorrow because we need to also to win.
Elsewhere, Quintero narrows the gap on his teammate Gutierrez. Jones extends his lead and Colan is on course to overtake Maciek. You guessed it, there are plenty more dunes and sand to come tomorrow as we head into the penultimate outing of this Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge. Thanks for watching. Do join us again on Stage 4.